Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I'm doing several videos on this. Different articles, same topic, our COLA. This one happens to be from the Federal News Network, and this one's a bit interesting due to the headline. So I'm going to read you the headline here. Many federal retirees to receive a 3.2% COLA, cost of living increase for 2024, but not everyone gets the same adjustment. Interesting. Let's dive into it. Hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. It helps to push this information out to the masses. And if you're not a member, consider joining. It does help the channel out immensely. Thank you to all you members. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And it also helps me to find you quicker in the comments. All right, so jumping back into it here. Starting in January, federal retirees and other beneficiaries will see another cost of living adjustment added to their Social Security benefits, and by default, veterans benefits. The 2024 COLA will be 3.2%. The Social Security Administration announced that today, this morning, just about maybe 40 minutes ago. It is a relatively smaller adjustment compared to COLA that beneficiaries received in 2023 and really 2022 as well. The annual COLA is meant to keep federal retirees and Social Security recipient benefits on pace with the rising inflation. COLA amounts are determined by third quarter each year of the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. But like every year, not all federal retirees will receive the full 2024 COLA depending on the system under which the federal employee retires. The exact 2024 COLA varies amount. So right there, I'm going to stop real quick. For VA benefits, okay, your VA, your Veterans Affairs stuff. So obviously we know Social Security. Then we have COLA will affect certain VA benefits, including but not limited to disability compensation, which we're all well aware of, clothing allowance, and dependency indemnity compensation. That's the DIC for spouse and children. When is this going to go into effect, right? This will go into effect in January 2024. However, if the benefit that you're receiving with this, that has this COLA adjustment, if you typically receive it on the 1st, well, the 1st of January is a holiday, so they're going to roll backward for you and hit you up on Friday, December 29th. So you will receive actually 2 checks in December. So your December will be plentiful. Although then you don't have a check in January, right? So, but in any case, just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. Also, just as another side note, I will dive into numbers here in a second on how it affects your the 3.2%, what it's going to look like pay-wise on a couple different benefits. But I wanted to also bring to your attention that there are two pieces of legislation out there that are calling for a higher COLA by utilizing the CPI. That's the Consumer Price Index for elderly, which would warrant about 0.25%, maybe 0.2% higher COLA for individuals. Now, as far as your payments are concerned for VA, if you were 100% just for disability compensation only here, if you were a 50% rated, 50% rated veteran with a spouse and a child, that's 2 dependents, you'd be looking at going from $1,215, I'll leave the cents off, $1,215 to $1,254. If you're 100% rated with those same 2 dependents, right, spouse and a child, you'd be moving from $3,971 to $4,098. Now, I'm going to throw in the little public service announcement here. Your best, if you're not 100% rated veteran, you want to look at seeing if you can increase your VA percentage rating, of course. And don't forget that, when your condition gets worse, you could go in for an increase for that condition. If you have conditions that are resulting due to a condition, you have secondary conditions that you can file for. And let's not forget, you may not have filed for a condition that you could have filed for way back when. I'll give you myself as an example. 20 plus years had went by and I finally filed for GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. That's bad heartburn. Now, I went all the way back and I was able to find in my records, I made a complaint about heartburn and that was my nexus. So I won that claim with the VA for bad heartburn, gastroesophageal reflux disease. So time is not a factor. So if you forgot to put in a service-connected condition 15, 30, 40 years ago, it's not too late. It's just you need to figure out how to tie it back to your time in service. My rooster. All right. So jumping back into the article here, those in the civil service retirement system receive the full 2024 COLA, while those in the federal employee retirement system, FERS, FERS, receive less. Exactly how much less depends on the actual COLA amount. If the CSRS COLA increases more than 3%, FERS retirees receive 1% less than the full 2024 COLA. If the CSRS COLA increases between 2 to 3%, FERS retirees receive 2% COLA. If the CSRS, man, my rooster is on point, COLA increases less than 2%, FERS retirees receive the full 2024 COLA. Based on these calculations, FERS retirees will receive 2.2% COLA starting in January. The 2024 COLA is more modest than what beneficiaries have seen in the past couple of years. In 2023, federal retirees and other Social Security beneficiaries received an 8.7% COLA, the largest annual adjustment in more than 40 years. At the same time, FERS retirees receive a 7.7% increase. In 2022, the COLA was 5.9% and 4.9% for CSRS and FERS retirees, respectively. So, important to note, right? I wasn't aware because I was never in either one of those systems. So, Social Security Administration offers COLA data going even further back. You can look at that if you're to your heart's content. Federal unions and organizations have long called for full COLA for FERS retirees. The difference for an average retiree is about $18.37 a month, but over time, this could set FERS employees back thousands or even tens of thousands in retirement benefits, especially if they have a lot of high inflation years. The American Federation of Government Employees said in a statement. Congress originally decided to reduce the COLA for FERS retirees when the retirement system was first created in the 1980s. At that time, lawmakers said it would create balance since employees in the newer retirement system get a matching government contribution of up to 5% in the thrift savings plan, while CSRS retirees do not. Okay, so I see the idea there. In any case, I'll go ahead and wrap that up. Just wanted to give some more perspective on COLA, how it's affecting, who it's affecting, when it's going into effect, and what you can expect. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.